Okay. I think this is working.
I think so. I think it may be working.
I still don't like that lady, but it's fine.
We do with what we got, huh, Kim?
Go ahead.
Oh, introduction. Wow, I'm so rusty. All right, everybody, welcome to another episode, which is not another episode because it's season 3 of the M Sister Studios podcast. And this is also the first time that we are in person together recording a podcast.
Yeah, so if it's shit, that's Danielle's fault.
It's
my fault.
No, it's not your fault.
I just have really bad equipment.
Yeah, we're making do. We're
Yeah.
making do with what we have at the moment. But anyway, welcome to the new season of M Sister Studios podcast. Also, too, I mean, I'm only saying it for me, but I look like garbage.
Same.
So, but
well, it's winter.
it's winter, and camera angles and
It's so bad. Wait, hold on. Let me fix this.
oh
I
no,
might have to put it on a pillow.
for the camera angles.
Yeah. Because if you do the angle down, that means you look skinny.
I still got.
Is that better?
Oh, whatever.
I think
Probably for you, not for me though. Whatever.
Okay, cool. I think that's better.
Sure. But anyways, welcome to another episode of the M Sister Studios podcast.
Yeah.
I'm Danielle Mad Dog Monetti, and this is Kim, my glorious sister Kimberly.
Glory in
Glory in its finest. And again, we're coming to you guys with the very first ever dual in-person podcast that we're doing together. Oh boy. But yeah. So everyone welcome. If you're wondering where we are in our mother's basement.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we're recording for today and probably a few episodes to come. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again.
Okay, bye.
Again, I apologize. I look like shit. I felt like shit for a few days.
Yeah.
So that's kind of understandable.
Yeah, but sometimes you need to look like shit.
I know. We can't look like 100% all the time.
No. Hello? Jeez. I swear to God. Anyways, I don't even know what to talk about.
I don't know. What should we talk about?
I don't know how to sit either.
It's been a while.
Well. I don't know. Perfect.
This is why we're podcasting, people.
Should we talk about Spider-Man?
Sure.
So emotional.
We pretty much almost, what is it? If you guys are unaware, if this is the first time you listen to our podcast, last season we did a whole movie compare and contrast, pretty much. Ranking system.
Ranking for all the superhero movies.
Not all of them.
Well,
just certain ones from DC and certain ones from Marvel.
We plan on doing all of them.
With Marvel, we'll probably never catch up. But,
yeah, no.
But at least with DC, we'll probably get to watch them all before new stuff comes out. But anyways, so we bring that up because recently we both went to go see Spider-Man No Way Home.
Just kidding. We went together. Okay, because I'm home in New Jersey for the holidays. I live here.
She lives here. If we haven't mentioned
Nobody
it
cares.
before.
Okay,
oh yeah,
come on.
So we saw the movie Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh my God.
And we're going to share our thoughts. So, Kim, do you want to start off the conversation?
I don't know where to start. You know what? That's a lie. I'm going to start with the fact that, can I have can I have an achievement award for staying off of TikTok for 2 weeks?
Sure, go for it.
I'm going to pat myself on the back for that, for staying off of TikTok. Good. But that should be a whole other conversation, how TikTok literally ruins, movies for people.
Yep.
So, because of the fact that Eternals got spoiled for me, and I haven't even seen it, however, I felt like I watched the whole movie because of TikTok.
Yeah.
I was like, I forbid myself from going on TikTok when this movie comes out. And plus, staying off of it because I was seeing it a week later after it came out, after opening night.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, people are going to spoil it that day.
Yeah, which
I don't know why people do that.
They want to ruin the fun for everyone else.
They need
much.
to get their fan edits in like, really quick. But so I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back for
a job well done.
Yeah. It actually wasn't that hard.
I don't think it was hard. I think for me personally, I mean, I barely go on TikTok regardless. The thing for me was that I get news updates from like stuff I'm interested in, and of course, being into comics and movies, like action movies and sci-fi movies and stuff, I was getting notifications about news articles that was coming out. So I saw the titles briefly, and then I like would delete them. I think
people should give it like a week.
Yeah, I mean they waited a week before, and I haven't seen it yet, but they waited a week before apparently releasing the poster with everyone on it.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean,
that
still gives them a good amount of time, because whoever's dying to see it probably has seen it by that time.
Yeah.
You know.
So I waited like a week after, but I'm proud of myself. And by the time I went back on TikTok, there were so many spoilers. I was like, thank God I did that. But yeah, it was good.
Is that a hard good or is that a soft good?
Okay.
Uh-oh, here we go.
It was good. I didn't really know how the storyline, like, I knew that the villains were coming back, obviously, from the trailers, from the different multiverses were coming back, and I kind of knew that he was going to work with, Dr. Octavius Spencer, whatever his name.
Doc Ock.
Yes, whatever. So I knew that, but I was curious to see how, like, the storyline within that information would play out.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, I thought it would be different than it was.
How did you think it would be?
I thought that it was gonna, like, I feel like it was so quick.
Well, there was a lot of stuff that went on.
For them to, like, him to, like, get all of the villains.
Uh-huh.
And then...
They just so happened to be in... Well, I mean...
Well, yeah, no.
No, I'm taking back what I started. I just realized what I meant. But yeah, it was kind of quick.
Like, I don't know. At one hand, I'm like, well... To me, like, I feel like he didn't build a relationship enough to actually, like, feel for these people.
Yeah.
In order for him to save
Help them.
I don't know. I liked it a lot, obviously, and I cried like 5 times. But I don't know. I think I was expecting more, but that could have just been the hype from everybody.
That could have been also too.
Yeah, I felt like it was really quick. I feel like all the stuff with the spoilers with all the other Peter Parkers were really quick.
Yeah.
I like the way they came in though, because I wasn't expecting that.
Right. Yeah.
I thought they were gonna come just at the final battle and be like, "Hey guys, it's me."
I feel like that would have been cool though too.
Yeah, but like, that would have been more expected.
Really?
I don't want to say that I'm underwhelmed by the movie, but it was good. I mean, it was amazing.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know.
It's like something's missing, kind of?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Like, to me, something felt off. I don't know what it was.
I don't know, like, it was a good movie.
It was really good.
It was really good.
It just felt really rushed, didn't it?
Yeah. But they might have actually rushed the whole production, because it's Marvel. Like, they like to get stuff out quick, so maybe it's just like a timeline thing.
I feel like the vibes of the trailers were, even though it is really intense, like, obviously, like, Tom Holland's Spider-Man gets really intense by the end of it, which I really liked. Mm-hmm. I just feel like the movie didn't match the vibe of the trailers.
Okay, I see that.
Like, I feel like it maybe in the beginning, because, like, to me, like Doc Ock in the trailer, maybe because of coloring and maybe because of toning and maybe because of mystery, he was a lot more, like, serious, he seemed. But during their fight on the bridge, it was, like, fun and comedic.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, how are you?" Like,
yeah,
you know,
he's
maybe
like,
that's what was
you're
weird.
not my Peter.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, okay." Like, I feel like their fight, I don't know what it was. I really liked it, though.
Maybe we'll figure out.
I mean, maybe it feels rushed because like it was good. Like,
I mean, maybe.
Bad,
I mean, was there really a point in time when they fully stopped, like, at all? The only time I feel like they stopped was had nothing going in motion was, I'm gonna say spoilers because by the time this comes out, I'm sure almost everyone will have seen it. Is when all the Peters were just making stuff. You know, that's the only really time that they've stopped to do anything. Yeah. So. That's
true. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Because usually in movies they have, like, a game plan portion of it.
Yeah. And then they kind of just,
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what it was. Like, I liked it. Mm-hmm. I also found it weird that, like, Dr. Strange was like, yeah, I'll do that for you. Yeah. Like, so randomly.
Well, they did save the world together. Okay. Even though they were gone for half of it.
But, like, I don't know. I feel bad for Peter, though.
Yeah, I do, too.
So bad for him. But I don't... You know what I was thinking? Like, I don't know why he couldn't have told at the end when he was at Aunt May's grave and Happy was there and they were, like, talking. And obviously, at this point, nobody knows that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. Mm-hmm. Like, he could have said that he was her nephew.
Yeah, because they were alone and, like...
But he wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
Put two and two together.
And eventually...
And then he said, like, I'm a friend of Spider-Man. Yeah. It's like, how does that have any correlation to Aunt May? Yeah. In my opinion. Well, I guess if Spider-Man's... Unless he knows that Aunt May is Spider-Man's aunt.
Yeah. If they were, like, friends or something. Like
that. Well, they dated.
No, I'm talking about Peter. Like, why Peter was there.
But he can also say that he's her nephew. He could just be a different nephew.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was weird. I'm curious to see what they'll do. Because I know they're signing another deal with him, right?
They're signing another 3-movie deal for Spider-Man. Also, too, that show Spider-Man Freshman Year, which they haven't specified. Show? Spider-Man Freshman Year is going to be a TV show on Disney+.
It's with him?
That's the thing. They haven't specified, to my knowledge, whose freshman year is it going to be. Is it going to be Peter Parker at college or Miles Morales in high school? You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that the end credits for Spider-Man No Way Home
that was good. I like that.
Matches the art of the Spider-Man freshman year. Like the art of the show that's being released.
Because it's going to be a cartoon?
No. Like, you know that fun, colorful, like, different art that for the credits of for the credits of the movie, right? It was fun. It was like drawings and everything. That's the same poster for Spider-Man freshman year.
But that's like kind of cartoony, no?
Well, yeah, it's cartoony, but like it matches the poster, so it looks like it may be leading more towards Peter Parker's freshman year at college.
I feel like that would be dumb, though.
Yeah, because he's doing 3 movies, so what's the point?
Yeah, because then just do that in a movie.
Yeah.
I feel like, however, at this point, nobody knows that Peter is Spider-Man, so nobody knows who Peter is in general.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, now, does that mean that Peter went to the same high school as Ned and MJ? Because at this point, they have no idea who he is.
They did not do a good job of that, like, the repercussions of the spell thing. Or, like, what the parameters of it were.
Right. Because
essentially he's
a nobody.
He
doesn't exist to anybody.
He doesn't exist at all.
But in my mind, I'm assuming that they went to the same high school, but they weren't in the same circle. Yeah. But wouldn't they know who they
like? He was as soon as he walked into the store.
No, but like I know people in my grade who were not in my circle, but I know who they are.
Yeah. So I think.
So does that mean he went to a different school? Like I feel like there's a lot of questions.
Right. But yeah, there's a lot of questions.
It's hard because I feel like any time that this is a big problem that a lot of people like talk about with like. Because you talk about, like, Endgame that obviously talks about multiverse and, like, going back in time and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. It's, like, there's so many plot holes into doing a multiverse
It's a big undertaking in itself. Yeah. You know? So... But the thing is, though, the Wish thing wasn't a multiverse thing. It was in that universe. It's just...
Right. But I'm saying, anytime, like, something like that happens... Yeah. Then, or something with like magic or anything with Doctor Strange, I guess it's always weird. Like it just I feel like, to me, like, that is such a big question mark to do.
Yeah.
It's just hard. I'm curious to see what they'll do. Because she's also, I didn't notice this, but at the end scene when he comes to get a coffee, she's wearing the broken necklace that he gave her in Far From Home.
Really?
Yeah.
So she... Does she
So who did she get the necklace from?
Does she think Spider-Man gave it to her?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe she thought Spider-Man gave it to her. Maybe... You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. That's weird. I'm curious to see what they'll do.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, we all know that they're gonna, like, he's gonna remember her and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know if she's gonna remember him from him telling her, or
maybe
something
they'll kiss
happened.
and she'll remember everything.
Or maybe she'll just remember from some magic side effect thing.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he was, well, no, I was like, he can go back to Dr. Trey and be like, remember me? I don't know. I'm curious. I don't know
how they're gonna play.
I just hope they don't rush that. Like, I hope not in the next movie to, like, remember him.
Yeah.
They gotta give it a movie.
I feel like
give him a proper Spider-Man movie that doesn't involve, like, a love interest or anything like that.
Right, just
give him the villains.
Spider-Man.
Who do you think the villains are gonna be in the next one? Venom.
There's gonna be a Venom because of that post-credit scene.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a Venom. It's not gonna be Tom Hardy's Venom, but it's gonna be a Venom. Oh, we might get a third Amazing Spider-Man though. So
I hope so. I would actually.
Well, supposedly, Morbius is in the Amazing Spider-Man universe because Oscorp is in the background.
Yeah, but so is Michael Keaton. Is in it.
Yeah, but he's in.
Yeah,
but is he dead in Homecoming?
I don't know.
Did he die? Or
we need some
is it like the Daily Bugle guy who's the same actor for the same person across the universes? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, are they?
I have to watch the old Spider-Mans. They were really funny.
Yeah. So
I have to rewatch them.
Is it a different universe then?
I have no desire to see Jared Leto in literally anything. It creeps me the fuck out.
He's a literal vampire.
It's good that I know. It's good that he's playing a vampire because he's an actor. He's 50 years old.
He's 50?
Yeah.
That's not possible. Okay, we know that all right. We've talked about this before, but
Jared Leto.
Yeah. I'm not talking about Jared Leto.
Well,
we talked about celeb.
He's 50 years old. He just turned 50.
That's no way.
That is disgusting.
Does he have parents that were in the same family too?
His mom. I know that his mom had him like when she was a teenager. So she's young.
So okay.
That means nothing.
That means nothing. But I guess he's found a fitting role for him to play.
Yeah, he's weird. I don't think he's a good actor, like, at all.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion. I don't know.
I mean, I've seen trailers he's been in. I have no desire to see the movies that he's in. So, I don't.
You didn't see that My Teenage Life or whatever the hell? My So-Called Life?
No.
It was like a 90s show. It was for one season. Jared Leto was in it, and Claire Danes was in it, right? Uh-huh. And he played like the bad boy, right? And for some fucking reason, I watched it in like my psychology class. Uh-huh. I don't remember why. Like, I watched it in my psychology class in high school, and it was like so weird. And I was like, Jared Leto, what the fuck is this? He's like, I'm a bad guy. Okay, cool. And also, like, he was 20 and 22, and she was, like, 16. They were, like, making out. It's very weird. Ooh. That's a whole other thing.
That's a different subject.
But anyways, yeah. What are we talking about?
Spider-Man. The universes.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what they do, like, with everything.
Yeah. Well, supposedly, the future Avengers movie, Secret Wars, deals with the multiverse again. And Marvel wants Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to come back because it deals with fighting variants and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So
which is what Doctor Strange 2 is about too, right?
Yeah. The multiverse madness.
Right.
But I feel like it's just getting to the land of confusing.
It's just too much.
And because
we've already had this conversation. It's over-consuming.
It's over-consuming because essentially if they wanted to, they can redo the stories all over again. Because now there's another universe or multiple universes that are open. And if you read comics, you know, like, that's a big thing. Like, having different universes and having the outcomes be different and everything.
Yeah, because I remember Dad's like, why aren't you watching these shows? I'm like, because it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot to remember. I don't think it wasn't a lot until they started the shows. And then they started the whole multiverse
have, like, Disney
thing.
Plus and they have everything, which, again, isn't a bad thing, but it's just, I think for people who are, like, diehard fans, it's great. Mm-hmm. But for, like, the normal person, it's, like, a lot.
It is a lot.
Especially if you don't, like, because a lot of the movies, like, are catered to people who, like, watch previous movies because they do a lot of references and stuff. And, like, if you're just a common moviegoer, you might not catch it. Like, Endgame is full of references from all of the Phase 1, 2, 3 movies.
I mean,
and Endgame, I got them, don't get me wrong, but still.
Endgame, besides Captain Marvel, anyone who wasn't blipped was, like, the original Avengers, if pretty much.
Yeah, the original 6 wasn't blipped, but
there
were other people, but they have a lot of references to previous movies, like, especially when they go back in time. Mm-hmm. So, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's just, I don't know. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
That's not a good nor a bad thing. It's just, like, a thing.
It is just a thing. I mean, they're on 28 movies now.
Right. Like, I just watched Law and Order SVU. That's the show I like watching, okay? Like, sue me. And the thing is, too, it's, like, I don't, like, I feel like with Disney Plus, at least for me, like, I'm not a religious, I feel like that is such, like, a specific, like, you have to be in the mood to watch, like, Disney shit.
Yeah, you do.
You know? So I'm not going to subscribe to that. No. Unlike, you know, all the other streaming services that are
generalized, general public.
Sure,
where Disney is only limited to Disney products.
Which isn't, again, it's not a bad thing. Or a good thing. It's just a thing. But I think, like, again, I just watch, like, Law and Order. I am a creature of habit. So, I like what I like. And I will continue to watch it because I like it so much. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I cried like a baby. I screamed and cried
I said,
like a
at least for me, there was like 4 cry spots. And I say 4 cry spots because you have the potential to cry. Some people might not cry.
I need to rewatch Daredevil.
I don't know. Yeah, right. Because
I forgot how hot he was. Anyways,
Kim's personal preferences.
I like Daredevil. I think I only got through like 2 seasons though.
I think we got through 1.
Because I watched the 2nd season, which was about the Punisher, and then I watched the Punisher.
Because it comes right after
I vacated it.
Yeah.
So. But, yeah. It was. Oh, I love Andrew Garfield. He's so great. I'm glad he's getting the recognition that he deserved, because I fought my friends in high school about this very topic of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Yeah. And I liked his portrayal as Peter Parker, like, a lot. I thought it was cool. I always thought Tobey Maguire was just so awkward.
Well, it's like that tweet that Andrew Garfield read off on one of his most recent interviews. Tobey Maguire was a good Spider-Man, but not a good Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield is a good Peter Parker and not that great at Spider-Man. And then Tom Holland is okay at both, so that's why he's the best.
Yeah.
In the movie sense.
Right.
Of the things.
I just always thought that he was sly and he had that cool skater vibe, and, like, the stuff with him and Gwen were really cute. I don't know. But I have to rewatch the old ones. Maybe my opinion will change. And the other ones.
I don't think your opinion of Andrew Garfield will change.
No. Why would it? Well, what does he have to do with that? But I liked it. I just thought, like, yeah, maybe I thought so. I did say to Sam, though, I was like, I wish they kind of mentioned something with Tony.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Tony was so influential.
He was such a big part of his life.
In Peter's life.
And they kind of, like, they were kind of going down the road and far from home that he was going to take over his empire in a sense.
Yeah.
And then they canned it.
Or be, like, the guy. Because I know they
He's
asked...
gonna be the guy.
Not the guy, but, like, the guy that, like... You know, I don't know. I was like, they should. I know that Happy mentioned him, like, at the grave.
Yeah.
Aunt May's grave.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. maybe it'll come in time, like in the next 3 movies, but I feel like they kind of let that relationship go.
Yeah. I just think it's sad that the only people that knows Peter is Spider-Man are dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. It was like the ending was really. It was very sad.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Here are the happy credits." Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a good point to leave, like, where to go.
Right.
It also too, like, he has a clean slate. You know.
He does. He does have a clean slate now. The thing is, though, he doesn't have to do any of the work in terms of Spider-Man because they all know Spider-Man. Just with his relationships with the people he knew, he has to redo that all over again.
I'm curious to see about that, like, friend dynamic.
The one thing that everyone is talking about is that Ned now has the potential to become the villain, which happens in.
I will say, like, we did talk about this too, but a lot of the things that people were guessing didn't happen, and then a lot of things that, like, they weren't guessing happened. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of things that people predicted didn't happen,
so
but
like
a lot of things did.
The big prediction was that Ned was going to become the Hobgoblin in the movie, which didn't happen, but there's a lot of hints that
alluded to that.
There's something in his family, right? Like some type of power that they have, right?
No. They alluded to it when he was talking to Tobey Maguire's Peter.
No, I know that. But also too, they like were showing, how they were at his mom's or grandma's house, right? With there's this power inside us, and there's weapons everywhere and everything.
Oh yeah.
So he has potential to be something.
Yeah, but also too, didn't he keep Doctor Strange's like knuckles?
No, I don't know. They didn't address that.
I think he kept them. I think he still has them.
He might.
Because at the end of the movie, in the final scene, he had them, and then he never gave them back.
Right. But
because he did it, and Dr. Strange's like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So I don't think he gave them back.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about who the Hobgoblin is.
Hobgoblin.
Who the Hobgoblin is, but if it's anything like the Green Goblin, doesn't have magic. So maybe they're not. Maybe he's not going to be the Hobgoblin.
Psychotic.
Yeah. Maybe he's not going to be the Hobgoblin in general. Maybe he'll just be a magician. Maybe he'll just be a magician like Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is a magician. Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked it a lot, but people are like, this is better than Endgame. It's like, no, the fuck, it's not. I'm sorry. Like,
no, it's not.
I am so sorry. Did this movie end like a fucking, like, 10-year phase? Absolutely not.
Does this movie act like your heart was pulled out of your chest?
Like, yes, but, like, not as much as that. Like, no. I feel like it's like watching, like, what's another fucking, like, Marvel movie that makes you emotional? Like, I don't know. Like, I have no idea. But not as much as that. Like, that was, like, an event.
Yeah.
This was, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I was hyped. Don't get me wrong. But still. Endgame was fucking Endgame, Come on now. But I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. Like, but I don't know.
I guess we'll find out in the future what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe I'm curious about it more so than, like, actually liking it. Because I'm like, what are they going to do? What are they going to do?
I'm curious to see also, too, when they're going to bring Miles Morales into the picture.
Yeah.
You know? They alluded to that also, too, in this movie.
Yeah.
So, it's bound to happen in this universe or another one. Mm-hmm. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. Anything else to add about Spider-Man? Spider-Man?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Just, we're happy we saw it. Excited to see what's next for him, because that's like one of the few heroes from the MCU we both track and follow. Yep.
That's probably it. I don't follow anybody else. Everybody else is dead. So.
Okay. What else should we talk about, Kim?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
I don't know. Ugh.
We can't talk about anything because we spent like 2 weeks together.
We spent a whole buttload of time this past month and a half together. Over the past month and a half, we spent a buttload of time together. Because you were at my house for Christmas for 10 days.
Christmas.
Or, not Christmas, Thanksgiving for 10 days, right?
Right.
And then I was here, only supposed to be here for a week and a half, and then my time got extended. Not by my own accord, but it got extended. And now I don't leave until... I tacked on an extra 3, well, not really 3, but 2 days here.
Yeah.
So, we kind of are not fresh on stuff.
No. I was thinking I might do a gameplay video and upload it for Rogue. Should we
That'd be fun. We can talk about it. We might as well finish up this.
Headache.
Or do you want to save it?
No.
All right, let's talk about this since we've been we'll talk about this since...
Let's wrap it up because I want ice cream.
Oh, no, you want ice cream?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we'll save.
No, don't wrap it up. I meant continue the conversation, but make it whatever.
All right. So since I've been in New Jersey, and kind of when you were with me, because you kind of played it, but I took over. We were revisiting, but also playing both recent and older AC games. AC as in Assassin's Creed.
We do that anytime we get together, though.
We always play Assassin's Creed because that's the one of the few video game series, if not the only one that we connect with.
Not Call of Duty. COD.
And so we always play one of them in some way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. And when she was with me in Washington, we played a little bit of Valhalla. But here...
And then last year we played Origins and Odyssey.
Yep, last year we played Origins and Odyssey. And then when I was here, being here for Christmas, we played both Syndicate and Unity, which of course are older than what they call the mythological 3 or whatever it's called.
Oh, I don't even know there was a name for it.
It's called the Mythology Pack. Yeah. And Kim has some very strong feelings. Me too.
Well, I wanted Danielle to play Syndicate because that was one of my favorite of the games.
Yeah.
One of my personal favorites. So that was one game. And she didn't really know anything about it.
No.
So I wanted her, I'm like, you need to play this next time you wanted to come home because you don't want to play Odyssey or Origins.
Right, because I have them and I don't want to redo the story all over again.
So I was like, play this one. This one's really good. And you played. What did you think about it?
I liked it. Syndicate. I liked the story it was different because now compared to the other games, you have 2 players. Yeah. And you have a unique story. Yeah. A unique storyline that you can kind of go about that you have never experienced with other players before or other characters before. So I like that. It stays true the Assassin's Creed games for what they are. Yeah. I like that one was better. Like one was better for some things, and the other was better for other things.
So it's based out of like the Industrial Revolution in London, and it's with 2 twins, Jacob and Evie, and so you play as both, and they both obviously have different but same missions. They kind of have different ways to get to the same goal. Yeah. But one of them is a lot more, like, forward-thinking and smart, and the other one's, like, aloof. But not really. Like, I think Jacob has good intentions, but he just doesn't execute them well, but thinking about the consequences to his actions.
I mean, they are 20.
Yeah, so they're 20. They're young. But it makes sense, though, because in a lot of ways, like, he's naive because he's that way. Yeah. He's a lot more reckless in that way. He doesn't look at the creed as something as important as Evie does, but also she's naive in thinking that, like, this is everything is by the book and this and that and the other thing. So I like that. Like, I think that's the only way you can kind of pair two characters at the same time is making them completely different.
Right, yeah. Because then it would be boring.
Well, yeah, it's like
the same.
But also, too, they're both playful and funny and charming, like, with each other and with, like, other people.
Yeah.
Which is, like, one characteristic that everybody loves in these games is, like, the protagonist has to be charismatic.
Yeah, because that's what Ezio was like.
Right, and then when, like, because right after, I know AC3 gets a lot of shit because a lot of people don't like Connor.
But he's on a one-track mind.
Because he wasn't, like, this charismatic guy like Ezio.
But
it's like, well, his life is a little different.
Yeah, but also, too, like...
But then some people love it.
Yeah.
Like, Go ahead.
It's a whole order of people all over the world.
Well, exactly.
Everyone's not going to be charismatic, right? If they're going to be, like, kind of realistic, you know? So, like, you're going to have a character that's not going to be as charming as Ezio was and be affected by other things based on their time period and what they've gone through and everything. And that just keeps it more, realistic, you know? So...
But I'm just saying, like, I know that gets a lot of, like... people or whatever, but I personally don't feel that way. AC3 is like one of the best games ever, but so I like that with the twins, but I don't know, I liked it. I mean, obviously coming from Unity, it was a step up. Oh my god. But I was like, you need to play this, Danielle. It's really good, right?
It is really good. It's what's the word? I've been playing the Origins Odyssey Valhalla.
Yeah.
It was nice. I mean, besides Origins, it was nice to go back to some assassin stuff, even though I suck at doing assassin stuff sometimes.
God. Well, I think that's the thing with, like, the two latest ones is, like, they just don't have the vibes for me.
Yeah,
which I personally don't necessarily like.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy the games because it's time periods that I love, but that's a personal opinion. People were saying, which I agree with, maybe if they didn't just made it standalone games, like, oh, this is Odyssey, which is tied into Assassin's Creed, but it's not Assassin's Creed.
Right.
It's just Odyssey. Now, Origins definitely has the Assassin's Creed title because that's the birthplace. That's the origins of the Assassins. And Valhalla can kind of, not really, because they do work with Assassins throughout the game. Mm-hmm. And they go and, like, help them, like, reclaim their different assassin bureaus and stuff throughout England or whatever. But they're not... Eivor literally came out and said, like, when she got the hidden, he or she, because you can play as either or. Mm-hmm. When she got the hidden blade, because I'm the female in my game, they were saying, "Oh, you can hide it like this." She's like, "I don't want to do that." Yeah, she's like, "Yeah, I don't want to do that." And it's like, oh boy.
I don't know. I think that's the thing. Like with me, it doesn't have that feel. At least from watching you play it, and then like I literally couldn't get through like 10 minutes of it.
Yeah. Hold on. Kevin just messaged me. He might be sick.
Oh my god.
And I'm not even home yet.
But, yeah, I don't know. I know I have a giant hole in myself.
Yeah. The only, also too, Odyssey only connects to Assassin's Creed in one way, which is the DLC. Which is what's it called? The history of the first blade, which talks about the first hidden blade made, right? So, and how, and Cassandra's, or Alexios' daughter, who eventually becomes Aya's lineage, which is in AC Origins, Aya, right? But that's about it. Whereas Valhalla, again, they communicate with assassins, they help find their bureaus, they find the leader, who eventually become the leader of the Templars, the very first Templars and stuff. So it can connect in more ways.
What years is Valhalla in? It takes place?
Late 800s.
Okay.
Right after Ragnar Lothbrok died, pretty much.
Ragnarok?
No, Ragnar Lothbrok, Vikings.
I don't know what that is.
You'll find out. But yeah, Yeah, so it was nice to play games that were more Assassin's Creed-esque.
Which is what I like.
Yeah.
Which we can tell, because I like to be stealth.
Yeah.
And, like, actually play stealthy with my games. And, like, well, Danielle started playing Syndicate, right? And it probably took 3 missions for me to be like, give me the goddamn controller. Because you were just running in and fighting people. It's like, why? What is the fun in that? There's no fun in that. You have to use your brain and use some stealth.
And of course I got stealthy in the bad game.
So, but, I mean, would you say Syndicate is moons over Unity?
Yeah, I mean, so...
We did it backwards.
We did do it backwards.
Yeah.
Which is kind of... In terms of the storyline is okay, because they have 2 different storylines. So it doesn't really matter which one you do.
Well, I wanted you to play Unity. I'm sorry, Syndicate, but we played Unity because I had it.
Yeah, and we finished Syndicate.
Yeah, exactly.
We finished Syndicate pretty quick.
Yeah.
So we played Unity, and...
Here's my thing. I think it's, like, obviously, the glitches are... Did you save that Snapchat video?
Let me see. I might have.
Well, obviously the glitches are shit. The controls are shit. But I think the controls are like the original controls. I think they changed it with Syndicate. I could be wrong. I will find out once I play Rogue. But the story wasn't bad. I think the storyline with Arno wasn't bad. And I liked Arno a lot. He was very charming and stuff, right? And he obviously, like, what I liked about him was, like, he questioned his authority. He questioned why we do these things, which I think is important to do as a person in general, because once you pertain to a certain ideology, you sometimes can't think otherwise, and that's not necessarily a good thing. I just think it could have been better. I think one of the issues was the map was so fucking tiny. It was so tiny. The entire, like, because it's based off of Paris during the French Revolution. And it's just, everything was so cramped and cluttered. Yeah. Like, it didn't feel like I was going anywhere far.
No.
Like, it didn't feel like, I don't know. Oh, my God, it was so exhausting. It was nauseating. The way that the graphics were, like, the skills were weird.
Yeah.
Like, there was no side missions that were really important at all. They were just little, like, target kills that took 2 seconds.
Like, run past this guy and kill him. And then you're done, yeah.
Yeah, it just felt like under par for what it could have been.
And it's kind of those, because Unity, one of the big things, Unity was created to do the co-op online.
Right.
But if you don't go online, then, like,
right,
you have the story and that's pretty much it.
And it's, like, I don't know, it was just really underwhelming for, like, what it could have been. Because I think it had a good basis of something.
Right.
But it just was, like, there was, like, no historical figures in it either.
There was a few, and that was it.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Bonaparte?
Yes.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
That was it.
Robespierre.
Who was that?
I don't know.
Exactly.
He's historical, and then the whoever that guy is
nailed it.
Hold on.
I mean, obviously, like, the thing with certain time periods, if you have to take, because a big part of the games is having these historical figures be intertwined with the story. So obviously, you're gonna have time periods where you have those figures that people know, but, like, there was none of them in there. What do you, like, I don't know. It just felt very under par. And, like, the fucking, like, not the graphics. The game was bright as hell.
Yeah, it was.
Like, eye strains. I'm like, I am tired from this game. That it was so bright. Like, even comparing that to Syndicate, because Syndicate came after that.
Yeah.
It was so different. Like, you can tell they went back. Like, I see what they were trying to do, make it more, like, cinematic and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, it was just, like, too much. Like, you can tell with the second, like, the Syndicate, which came after, how much they changed back to kind of the original style of, like, the games. But I was like, oh my God. But yeah, I liked Did I like it?
Did you?
I don't know.
You might have to sit on it.
I might have to sit on it.
I think if it just didn't have all the game issues itself,
I wish the map was bigger.
Yeah.
I wish you went to, like, other places.
I wish the story was longer. There was more, like, essence to it.
But here's the thing, though. Comparing it to Syndicate, because, again, we just played it. The reason why Syndicate felt longer was because there were other side missions that you could that you could occupy. Yeah. And also, too, you were doing all of the gang stuff in the game that would occupy it and, like, actually give you, like, earn you skill points and do all of these things. And, like, in Unity, there was, like, again, none of that. None of that. So, like, any side mission in Unity took 2 seconds. Yeah. Compared to Syndicate, which took a good, like, 20 minutes, if at large. Yeah. But it just, like... Oh, man. It was not, like, it was just frustrating. I wanted it to be done so bad. I, like, got through. I was like, Danielle, you need to finish this. Because you could tell I was getting fucking annoyed. Yeah.
Kim gets annoyed pretty quick.
No, but, like, come on.
Yeah. It was the controls for me that were the most annoying.
Yeah, but I think those are, like, the old controls. I don't know, though.
I don't know.
But it just, like, I think if the map was bigger... and it wasn't as cramped, like, and I think if there was, again, more the co-op thing was stupid. They should have never done that. Then that would be one thing. But, like, the story was good. Everything just could have been better. Yeah. If it was, like, you know, tidied up in every department for it, it would have been really good.
Right. Because we all know they essentially rushed that game, because they had 2 games that come out at the same time. Yeah. You know, so...
But the thing that pissed me off, too, was that they end Rogue.
Without going further, what happened?
The ending of Rogue starts the ending of Unity, and they never follow that story.
Beginning.
I'm sorry. The ending of Rogue follows the beginning of Unity, and they never follow that story. No. So why do it?
Yeah. No.
And, like, I never understood why Arno never, like, asked about his father or anything. Yeah. Or, like, anything about his dad. Any of that.
Yeah. You think it would play a major role into...
Right. Like, and I get it, like, with the De La Serra family, because they took him in and stuff. And so, obviously, he's gonna be affected by that as well. I don't get that. Like, I don't know.
Oh, no. I don't know either. Yeah, like... But, hopefully, which is pretty much confirmed, they're going back to the old style of games. Past the mythology games.
I hope so.
And then going more assassin based.
I don't mind Origins. I didn't finish it. I don't even think I'm halfway done with it. It's a long game, right? Yeah. We'll see. I'll probably skip over Odyssey and Valhalla, to be honest.
That's fine. Origins is the best out of the 3, though.
Oh yeah, because it has to do with the story.
And it's more assassin-like than any of the 2.
Yeah. But I think I'm playing Rogue next, so I guess I'm going backwards.
I'm going all over the place.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can do, like, video stuff, which I think will be fun to do. So it gives me an excuse to play them, because otherwise I will not play.
She will not play. She's like, I haven't played in over a year.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play the Xbox since last year when you were home. Yeah. I don't know. I go in waves with stuff.
That's okay.
I'm in the play gaming wave. So we'll see. But yeah, that was I give Syndicate a good, like, 9 out of 10 or 8.5 out of 10. Well, a good 7.75 and a half.
I was about to say 8.
8.
Yeah, I was about to say 8.
And Unity gets a big fat 2.
I was gonna say 2 also.
It's sad.
Like, literally, it was the one thing at the end is, like, so you kill the guy. Germain, right? You kill him, and then, you know, years later, you find his body in the tomb, right? And they just toss him aside, like.
But isn't the whole point of going through that, like, is to find his
find him, and they're like, oh, well.
And have the sword, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, good job. I don't think the Templars are gonna bother, so bye. Yeah. What? Are you kidding me? Yeah. Yeah, it was
and, like, Arno has the sword, like, how? How?
I mean, he took it, but, like, I don't know. I give it a 2. I give it a 2.
Yeah, it's a 2.
But, yeah. Yeah, video games are fun, right, Dee?
They are fun.
Okay. What time is it?
It's time for us to wrap this up.
Okay.
All right. Well, first episode of season 3. Any last words, Kim?
I should make a TikTok about Spider-Man on our TikTok, and you know how I said I hated that? I should do it.
All right, well, that's Kim's gonna do.
Right.
I'm gonna try to go home.
We're gonna get ice cream.
We're gonna get ice cream. I'm gonna try to go home on Wednesday.
Oh, God.
So, we'll see how that works.
Yeah.
Because, you know, flight cancellations and stuff are
snowing.
a thing. But yeah, but other than that, that's it for our first episode back in the first episode of season 3. That's Kim. I'm Danielle. There's going to be a few more of us together. And we'll see you guys next time.
That was terrible. Okay, bye.
All right. And then stop the recording on the one thing.
Okay. Oh, no.
No. Yeah. No! No way.
Wait, I think it's okay. Yeah, it's fine.
No, but did it...
No, look.
Oh, okay.
How do I stop it?
Click the stop on the thing.